Hello, welcome to another Hammock Dharma chat. Just checking it's still recording. So, I think probably the biggest Dharma event of past day. I was doing some theta wave meditation, and I was having some visions of a temple. Now, I've been having visions of this temple for a while now, but I guess they got a little bit more fleshed out last night and this morning during my meditations. So the basic idea is that it's kind of this, kind of looks like a half an egg, and it's mostly glass, but there's kind of the structural supports made of kind of this brown colored, it's supposed to be kind of like tree bark colored concrete. It has like kind of a flowing form to it, and on the outside, um, the idea is to have fairly rough grain so that like plants and animals and lichen and like birds can nest there, and could have like vines and things like that. And on the inside, I did a few drawings of it, and it seems it always comes out with three floors. And so I was thinking how that could correlate to three grades of the Green Buddhism. So there's kind of like the lay people would come in on the first floor, and all the floors are glass. So as in like above the first floor, because underneath the first floor there's the heated, um, it's floor heating. Um, and another thing on the first floor is that in the center there's kind of a garden, but it goes like the earth is all the way down. There's no like foundation preventing it, and that's just to allow kind of the earth energies to kind of come in all the way through the building, so that there's nothing between us and the earth energies. And also, there's kind of a central hole in each of the second and the third floor as well, kind of so that there's nothing barring entry of those energies. And on the second floor, so for the first floor is like people that have passed the chapters 1 to 4. So, they may have some alpha meditation abilities, and beta meditation abilities. And then and chapters 5, 6, 7, 8, there's like some more advanced meditations in the beginning of Kundalini awakening. And so those would be kind of people wearing robes, and they would be on the second floor meditating. And then on the third floor, you'd have people that have gone to stages 9, 10, 11, 12. And those would be the bodhisattvas. That would be the bodhisattva level. So we call like the lay, the floor of the lay, and then the compassion floor and the bodhisattva floor. And kind of the idea is that we could all meditate together. And well, the roof would also be kind of like this glass dome, and then in the center there'd be kind of like this, uh, almost a lens kind of. Uh, but the idea is that whoever's leading the meditation for that particular session would sit there, and ideally the acoustics would work out that you would need a minimum of amplification to be heard when you're sitting there by all the people on all the floors. And so, one of the kind of interesting things as this would be really great with some of the compassion meditations, the loving kindness meditations that draw upon the earth energies. Because when I envision the compassion meditations, I often see kind of this green like flow, like it's like a pipe of energy going up from the earth around me or in the center of our sangha or center of our circle, and then it goes up into the sky. It radiates all over, to the places where we're sending compassion. And so with this, you'd have, like, say, if you're a layperson, you'd have the monks sitting on the second floor, and you could see their meditation pose or whatever, and some of their robes, and then the bodhisattvas above them. And all of them are drawing the earth energies toward them. And, like, since you're kind of in the middle there, you get to feel all this healing energy go all around you. And, since it's glass, there's really a minimal amount of kind of friction or whatever, and it's just could be some very, very strong, intense meditations there. Anyway, so yeah, and there's no shoes. Definitely not on the second, not on the third floor. Still not sure about the lay people. I guess so many people like to wear shoes. And so there would also be kind of three entrances just to make it easier to fill up quickly. You wouldn't have the bottleneck of having one entrance, and so there would be the compassion entrance and the bodhisattva entrance and the lay entrance, so that people, and then we'd probably have to have elevators for accessibility for the compassion and the bodhisattva floors. um but yeah, and I was thinking the bodhisattva could be the north facing entrance, and the compassion entrance could be southeast, and the lay people could be southwest. And there would be six pillars kind of around. And it's kind of, remember, it's kind of an egg shape, and then the top is kind of this crown that's kind of glass dome. Oh, yeah, and should get lots of light in the summer. And another thing I was thinking is that it might be possible, especially for hotter areas, to have it's kind of like termite mound ventilation air conditioning, maybe in those black, or sorry, brown columns, so that I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I know you have to have a channel of air that goes up all the way up the building. So maybe that in combination with the central column will somehow do it. Yeah. So yeah, that's some of the visionary experiences I had in the last day. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And you can also check out the book, link below. It's still in draft, so I'm always open to feedback, and it's Creative Commons, all that. And yeah, bye for now.